Good evening, students. Welcome back to Geography class. In the previous class, we learned about plate margins. Today, we will learn about the after effects of the movements of plate margins. First, earth movements. Earth movements can be divided into two: endogenic movements and exogenic movements. Endogenic forces are those which are inside the surface of the earth. Exogenic forces are those which are on the surface of the earth. This causes two types of endogenic forces: slow forces and sudden forces. Sudden forces cause the formation of mountains. This is how the Himalayas were formed. Sudden forces result in volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Next is uplift and subsidence. Most landforms on the Earth's surface are the result of earth movements. As a result of the earth movements, some regions on the earth crust are either raised or lowered. Raising of the crustal portions are called uplift and lowering of crust are called subsidence. Do you know what just happened? Yes, it's an earthquake. An unexpected movement of the earth's surface is called an earthquake. Rocks in the deeper part of the earth undergo displacement and faults due to plate movements and other causes. Under such situations, severe pressure is exerted on the earth's lithosphere and seismic waves are generated, just like waves in a pond spreading in all directions. When a heavy object falls into it, these waves create tremors on the earth's surface. These tremors are experienced by as earthquake. The deep points inside the earth where the earthquake occurs are known as focus, and the point vertically above it on the earth's surface is known as epicenter. Three types of waves are produced from the focus during an earthquake: primary waves, secondary waves, and surface waves. The surface waves are the most destructive ones. The seismic waves are recorded by an instrument called seismograph. The Richter scale measures the intensity of energy released at the time of an earthquake. The earthquake that occurred in Chile has been the most severe one. It recorded an intensity of 9.5 in the Richter scale. Apart from plate movements and faulting, earthquakes occur due to other reasons as well. These are collapse of the roof of mines, pressure in reservoirs, and volcanic eruptions. Next is volcanoes. Haven't you noticed the hot molten rock that comes out through the fissures on the crust? Volcanoes are formed by such molten rock material coming out through the fissures along the plate margins. Nearly 80% of the world's volcanoes are situated around the Pacific Ocean. This zone, containing more than 452 volcanoes, is known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. Don't you want to know how volcanoes are useful to man? The soil formed by the weathering of lava rocks is fertile. Volcanic ash is a good manure. Geysers are formed in many volcanic regions. Such regions are being developed as tourist centers. Example, the Old Faithful Geyser and the Yellowstone National Park. Today, we discussed about the movements of the earth, subsidence, uplift, earthquake, and volcanoes. Hope all of you understood the topic. If you have any doubt regarding this section, please inform through class WhatsApp group.